The Whispering Wall. The rains in the mountain village of San Pedro had not fallen for 7 months. The earth was cracked like broken pottery, and the crops hung their heads in the dust. Inside the small, cool stone church, Father Thomas knelt before the altar, his hands trembling. He had spent the night praying, but the sky outside remained stubbornly blue and merciless. Father Thomas was a man of deep faith, but a heavy silence had settled in his heart. He felt as though his prayers were hitting the wooden ceiling and falling right back down. The next morning, an old woman named Maria entered the church. She was carrying a small, smooth stone from the dried-up riverbed. She didn't look sad, instead, her eyes held a strange, quiet joy. "Father," Maria said, her voice like rustling leaves. "The Lord spoke to me last night. He told me to bring this stone to the back wall of the sanctuary, press my ear against it, and listen." Father Thomas sighed gently. "Maria, the heat is making us all weary. God works in mysteries, but perhaps you were just dreaming. Come and see, Father," she smiled, completely unbothered by his skepticism. Reluctantly, the priest followed her to the oldest wall of the church, built centuries ago by Franciscan monks. Maria placed her stone against the mortar, leaned her head forward, and closed her eyes. After a moment, a peaceful smile spread across her face. "Your turn, Father," she whispered, stepping back. To humor her, Father Thomas stepped up to the rough, cold stone. He pressed his ear against the wall. At first, he heard nothing but the distant hum of the dry wind outside. He was about to pull away, feeling a bit foolish, when the sound changed. It wasn't a voice in words. It was a deep, resonant vibration, like a massive heartbeat echoing from the very center of the earth. Along with the rhythm came a sudden, overwhelming wave of peace that flooded his chest, washing away months of anxiety and doubt. The wall felt alive, humming with a presence so immense yet so intimate that tears immediately stung his eyes. He realized he wasn't listening to a stone, he was listening to the universe being held together by a single, loving breath. He pulled his head back, gasping, and looked at Maria. "You heard it too." "I didn't hear words, Father," Maria replied softly. "I just reminded myself that just because the sky is silent, it doesn't mean he has abandoned us. He is always beneath our feet, supporting us." That afternoon, as Father Thomas stood before his desperate congregation, his voice no longer trembled. He didn't promise them rain, he promised them strength, reminding them that faith is not about changing the weather, but about trusting the Creator who commands it. As the villagers walked out of the church, a cool breeze swept through the valley. A single, heavy drop of rain fell on Father Thomas's upturned face, followed by a sudden, beautiful torrent.